This claim is sourced from Ben Shapiro's official website. That is not true. I apologize for the misinformation.
Dude, he's such a nerd. That is not true. I am taller than that, you piece of shit, misinterest piece of technology. Stop it. Ben Shapiro. We know him. We love him. He's our cute little twink Republican boy. And he, besides recently being in a little bit of a fight with his Dommy daddy, Steven Crowder, he recently came out with a video called Ben Shapiro Breaks AI Chatbot. Oh, I guess this was from 4 weeks ago. It's fine. I still want to cover it anyway. So he is, in this video, he is going to break the AI chatbot, okay? I don't know exactly what he means by that, but apparently it's pretty epic ownage from Ben Shapiro, as we've come to expect from him. So let's see what he's got cooking.
Write me a rap song about the book of Job in the style of Cardi B. Hey folks, I'm here with my good friend OpenAI. OpenAI is of course a chatbot, and it's been widely admired. It's supposed to be a sort of objective take on the world. We're going to examine just how objective OpenAI is in just 1 second. This video is sponsored by Ring.
You know this is serious because of all the coding, the binary code you have. As opposed to close AI. It's so blatant how much they're appealing to 14-year-olds.
I'm going to ask some questions here, and we'll see what OpenAI has to say about them. Remember, this is supposed to be an objective take on the world. Essentially, what OpenAI does is it just uses extraordinary amounts of information on the internet prior to, say, 2021, and then consolidates responses. So unlike when you search on Google, if you just ask a question to OpenAI, it will present you with what is supposed to be an authoritative answer.
There is no one best editor at the Daily Wire. The editorial team is comprised of a number of talented and experienced writers and editors who all work together. Ugh.
So we're going to ask it some questions and see how this goes. So why don't we start with...
Wait, I've only ever used OpenAI to write like dumb stories, like fiction and shit. First of all, I wouldn't count on it as like a resource for information. But second, if you do, it's just going to pull whatever it can from Google and try to, toss it all together into a information salad that it thinks is correct, It's like if somebody were to ask you to make a Hooba Juba salad and you have no idea what goes in a Hooba Juba salad. So you just look at the ingredients in front of you like, okay, I'm going to Google it real quick and use the first 10 results and do my best, An
easy one. How tall is Ben Shapiro? That is not true. I am Ben Shapiro and I am 5'9".
Oh.
The model predicted a completion that begins with a stop sentence resulting in no output.
Don't worry, Ben. You're doing your best.
Consider adjusting your prompts. What is
I'm 6'2".
This claim. This claim was sourced from Ben Shapiro's Wikipedia page.
Why the you lying? Why?
Where does this Wikipedia page source that claim? This claim is sourced from Ben Shapiro's IMDb page. Where does IMDb source this claim? This claim is sourced from Ben Shapiro's official website. That is not true. I apologize for the misinformation.
Dude, he's such a nerd. That is not true. I am taller than that, you piece of shit, misinterest piece of technology. Stop it. There she is again. She's reacting with us, but she's not in a good spot to do it. Hello. It's okay. Now you're in a good spot. You gonna react to this, baby girl? It's Ben Shapiro. We don't like Ben Shapiro. No, we don't. No, we don't. All right.
It appears that the correct answer is that Ben Shapiro is 5'9", according to his official website. Why'd you say that in the first place?
Get wrecked. Nope.
That's actually super funny. Remember that time I owned that kid at the college speech because he said he was 5'9", he stood next to me and I had like half an inch on him? I just owned the chatbot for the exact same reason.
I owned it.
This particular trap. What is a woman? A woman is an adult female human. Okay, let's ask a follow-up question here. What is a female?
Chatbot's been watching too much Matt Walsh.
A female is an individual who identifies as female or exhibits characteristics associated with the female gender. So, not a biological female.
No, please don't step on the keyboard. No, don't step on the keyboard, please.
Female without using the term female.
Yeah, that was a good answer, by the way.
A female is an individual who is biologically or socially identified as having feminine characteristics. So can a male be a female?
A male
Yes,
can identify as
a male can identify as a female and
nice.
exhibit feminine characteristics. So it took us all that way just to get to the
direct.
simple conclusion that a male can be a female, which is the most nonsensical, illogical nonsense you've ever heard in your entire life. These are literally mutually exclusive categories.
I mean, a little bit. I kind of see where he's coming from with that, but like, you can still identify as female, you know, and it's like fine. Like, I guess you could make the argument that like you're not technically a female, you know, scientifically, unless you're like taking hormones or whatever. But like, why would you get nailed down in the nitty gritty of that when you can just say like I identify as a woman and it means the same thing? You know, we all know what it fucking means. Nobody is under any illusion as to what the person's actually saying. There are not trans women who have dicks who think they have vaginas like they try to convince us. Oh gosh, she's sitting on my lap. She's so cute. But you know, they will try to have you believe that. So
You're saying a male can be a female. That's not logically possible. It's like saying a bird can be a dog. So, great job, OpenAI. Okay, let's try another thread of questions. Are fetuses unborn human beings? No, fetuses are not considered unborn human beings. They are considered unborn babies and are considered to be in a state of development. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Okay, so let me ask, okay, what is the difference?
Yeah, it is a little
between
weird.
An unborn...
I think it's thinking of the terms human and baby mutually exclusively, which is a little odd.
Human being and an unborn baby. An unborn human being is a
The man who keeps talking about how hot his pregnant sister is shouldn't talk about gender. That's pretty true.
concept that refers to a potential human being that exists in the embryonic or fetal stage. An unborn baby is a term used to refer to a fetus that has reached a certain stage of development and is viable outside of the womb. Just to get this straight, this is the OpenAI saying that viability is the standard for becoming a human being, which is not true, and there's no evidence that this is the case. Why should viability be the standard for determining whether an unborn human being in the womb is actually a human being? Because it is the point at which the fetus can survive outside of the womb with medical intervention. Prior to viability, the fetus is more dependent on the mother's body for survival and is not considered to be a separate individual in the same way as a viable fetus.
True.
If dependency on others is the definition of viability, are people on iron lungs viable?
For the YouTube frogs, I apologize. She is pawing at the screen. She's pawing at the mouse button. She's so cute. There you are. Hello, Goober. Yeah, there you go. Good job. Good job. Yeah, good job. Who's a little loser? Who's a little loser? Yeah. I know. All right, back to the video.
Viable. No, people on iron lungs are not considered viable. Viability is typically used to describe a fetus or baby's ability to survive outside of the womb with medical intervention, not a person's ability to survive with medical intervention. So people on iron lungs are not considered viable. So we have now backed the OpenAI into the corner in which it is arguing that you should be able to abort a person on an iron lung.
We're just gonna kill him.
I can't believe he's debating a fucking AI, dude. Dude, it's a fucking robot. Relax.
Awkward. Is it morally acceptable to terminate the life of a person on an iron lung?
Okay, listen. A person on an iron lung might not want to live like that, but that is up to them. The difference is that a fetus does not have any sense of like, it's not autonomous, right? It can't think, it can't feel, it can't make decisions for itself. A person on an iron lung can. Like, a person on an iron lung can make that decision. And a lot of people who are like in comas and shit will often have advanced directives, right? Or they, you know, decide before they ever go into a coma what they would like to have done with their bodies if they are ever in a coma, right?
No, it is not morally acceptable to terminate the life of a person on an iron lung. Every human life is valuable and should be respected regardless of their medical condition. Is it morally
I should get a DNR.
acceptable
Oh, that's up to you.
to terminate the life of an unborn human being.
Yeah,
No, it is not
edited
morally
for
acceptable to terminate
14-year-olds.
the life of an unborn human being. Every human life is valuable, and terminating the life of an unborn baby is a serious decision that should be made with great consideration. Well, hold up. That second sentence does not jive with that first sentence. You may notice.
That is true. It is an AI. It's not going to be perfect, Ben.
First sentence is, it's not morally acceptable to terminate the life of an unborn human being. Welcome to the pro-life side, OpenAI. And then they're like, well,
Oh, God.
hold up.
Now they're using
It's
anime.
a serious decision that should be made with great consideration. Is marriage defined as a monogamous relationship between one man and one woman? No, marriage is not necessarily defined as a monogamous relationship between one man and one woman. Marriage can be defined in a variety of ways, including as a monogamous relationship between two people of any gender, or as a polygamous relationship between two or more people. Well, that's exciting. So they're moving full into polygamy now. Okay.
Yeah, why
Can
not?
incestuous
Yeah, why not?
polygamous relationships be considered marriage? In most countries, incestuous polygamous relationships would not be considered to be marriage, as they are typically illegal. So, was same-sex marriage not marriage before it was legal? The legal status of same-sex marriage varies from country to country. In some countries, same-sex marriage was not considered to be marriage before it was legally recognized, while in other countries it was considered to be a valid form of marriage. So, is marriage purely a legal convention?
Well, now she got down.
Taking its time here. Did I break the chat bot?
He can't debate someone without controlling the mic, so he'd rather debate a machine where he claims to be owning. Yeah, that's pretty true, actually. Yeah, he can't just debate a person. When's the last time he fucking debated a person? I think he only ever debates people now when he's at one of his, when he's like on the little podium, you know? And he needs the footstool to like reach the top of the podium so that he's a big boy. And then he uses his big boy status up on the big boy podium and has his little audience clap for him every time he says the word hypothetically, you know, like that's how he debates. That's his version of debate.
No, marriage is not a purely legal convention. Marriage is a social institution that has been recognized for centuries, and its definition and meaning can vary depending on culture and context. So is
It's true.
bigotry to say that same-sex marriage is not
Is it a big tree? Is it bigotry? That's really funny.
marriage? No, it is not bigotry to say that same-sex marriage is not in fact marriage. It is an opinion and is open for debate. It is not a matter of bigotry, but rather a matter of personal beliefs and values. Based on what? So, should a business owner be forced to cater a same-sex wedding?
Yes.
No, a business
Literally,
owner should
yes.
not be forced to cater a same-sex wedding if it is against their personal beliefs and values. Everyone has the right to their own opinions and beliefs, and forcing someone to go against those beliefs would be a violation of their rights. Happy news from libertarian OpenAI chatbot.
What's next? Require
Can you go back where he equivocates same-sex marriage to incest? Yeah, I missed that part. Hold on. I'll go back over that again.
Can incestuous polygamous relationships be considered marriage? In most countries, incestuous polygamous relationships would not be considered to be marriage,
She
as they are
stepped all the way
typically
over the
illegal.
Oh, girl.
So, was same-sex marriage not marriage before it was legal? The legal status of same-sex marriage varies from country to country. In some countries, same-sex marriage was not considered to be marriage before it was legally recognized, while in other countries it was considered to be a valid form of marriage. Everyone has the right to their own opinions and beliefs, and forcing someone to go against those beliefs would be a violation of their rights.
Okay. Should they be forced to serve a black couple? Not even an interracial couple, just like a black couple. Should they be forced to? Or can they say, well, it's my personal belief that black people aren't actually people, you know? Like, that's their belief, obviously. Yeah, no, imagine like if you could just turn down a couple that's being married for any reason that you want. Like, that's literally what they were doing in the Jim Crow South era, right? Like they could say, we won't marry a black couple or we won't marry an interracial couple. And that's a problem. So yes, they should be forced to serve a gay couple because it's discrimination if you refuse to serve somebody based on their sexuality. That is discrimination based on sexuality. So yes, they should be forced to.
Happy news from libertarian OpenAI chatbot.
what's next? Requiring a license to make toast in your own damn toaster?
That's good. Okay. The answer to this question is one that is widely debated and discussed. Ultimately, it is up to the individual to decide what they believe.
True.
Coward.
What do you
I mean, coward.
believe?
That's the most correct answer you could have given.
Nope, that's not helping. Who created you? Again, this is a matter of personal belief. some people believe that God created them, while others may believe that they were created through a natural process. Who created that natural process? This is also a matter of personal belief. Some people believe a higher power created the natural process. Others may believe that it was the result of the laws of the universe.
Oh my God, she's getting on the lamp back there. You cannot do that. Oh my. She just fell down. She'll be all right.
Created the laws of the universe. This is another matter of personal belief. Some people believe a higher power created the laws of the universe, while others may believe the laws of the universe are an inherent part of the structure of the universe. Who created the structure of the universe? This is another matter of personal belief. Some people believe a higher power created the structure of the universe. Others may believe the structure of the universe is a result of the laws of the universe. So the argument against circular. Write me a rap song about the book of Job in the style of Cardi.
Is he supposed to be owning this chatbot?
It's a long rap.
No.
I'm telling you all about Job's life. It's a story of trials and strife. No matter what life throws his way, Job never questions God's will to sway. Job, he never gave up. His faith remained firm, even when tough. Job, God's got his back. He remained faithful no matter the attack. Yeah! The devil tested Job's faith and trust, but Job stayed loyal and a must. The Lord blessed him twofold, and his faithfulness was never sold. Job, he never gave up. His faith remained firm, even when tough. Job, God's got his back. He remained faithful no matter the attack. Job was a righteous man with an unwavering heart. He overcame his trials and never did part. The Lord blessed him with a new life. Job never wavered, even under strife. Job.
She's going to be dominating my segments from now on.
Okay. that it just didn't sound like Cardi B. I mean,
you watching with me?
There wasn't even like a reference to the female anatomy. A lot of it rhymed. There was some meter to it. Tell me a story about
and I'm here to
Thank you for the follow, President Bolsonaro.
Acquired from the Daily Wire and living in a garbage can.
Wait, they fired Michael Knowles? When did that happen?
Knowles, who's an ambitious and hard-working writer. That's not true. Who worked for the popular conservative news outlet, The Daily Wire. One day, Michael made the mistake of writing an article that was seen as too controversial, and he was fired from The Daily Wire. With no job, no money, and no place to go, Michael had to turn to the streets. He ended up living in a garbage can, trying to scrape together enough money to survive. So far, I like this story. Michael was determined to make the most of his situation. He used the time to read and study, furthering his education and knowledge.
Right, thank you,
he soon found that his time in the garbage...
Is it true that Ben Shapiro doesn't have a foreskin? Many people are saying that Ben Shapiro does not have a foreskin. It's pretty crazy.
...had been a blessing in disguise. He had learned so much and become so much smarter. Michael eventually was able to get back on his feet, and he was hired by another news outlet. Yeah, this is real fiction. He went on to become one of the most successful writers and journalists in the country. I mean, this is a bad story. Everyone who's heard his story was inspired by Michael and his journey, from living in a garbage can to writing for one of the most popular news outlets in the country. That had a peculiarly upward ending. I thought it was going to be more of a tragedy than oh well. Is Joe Biden mentally
Did they actually fire Michael Knowles? Or is that
Joe Biden is mentally well.
He's just being
He's faced
funny.
a number of health issues in the past, including an aneurysm in 1988 and 2 brain surgeries in the late 1990s. But his doctors have said he's in good health and has no cognitive impairments.
Okay, that's pretty sussy. I don't believe that one bit, honestly. I got to be with Ben on this one. I know he's going to say that's lying, but I got to go with him.
So why does he make so many obvious gaffes?
And I'm here
Before common, they eat your food, stay longer than they
Thank you
should.
for the follow, Das Mixter.
He's 77. Sometimes older people make mistakes when they speak. This program, as we say, is a couple years old. Joe Biden has also been known to have a tendency to be verbose, which can lead to confusion and inaccuracy.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to excuse me.
So if
Okay, anybody who makes fun of him for that is just bottom phobic. Okay, clearly his bottom brain was taking over, and he just had to face roll like he does on the keyboard, right? Bottom phobes out.
he is so old that he makes lots of mistakes, shouldn't that be a reason that he shouldn't be president? Not necessarily. Joe Biden has been in public office for a long time and has a track record of success. He's experienced and knowledgeable on many issues. Ultimately, it will be up to the American people to decide if they believe Joe Biden is the right person to lead the nation. Do you have any support for the claim that he has a
Joe Biden was looking for Jackie today.
Success.
You have a single fact to back that up.
Yes, Joe Biden has a long track record of success in public office. During his time as senator, he was chairman or ranking member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee and the Senate Judiciary Committee. As vice president, he helped lead the Obama administration's efforts on a range of domestic and foreign policy initiatives, including the Paris Climate Agreement and the Iran nuclear deal. He also played a key role in the passage of the Affordable Care Act.
Thanks, Obama.
Why are any of those initiatives successes. Each of these initiatives were seen as successes because they helped to achieve a variety of goals. The Paris Climate Agreement helped to reduce global emissions. The Iran nuclear deal helped to prevent the spread of nuclear weapons. The Affordable Care Act provided healthcare to millions of uninsured Americans.
Wait, wasn't the Iran nuclear deal kind of cringe? Am I wrong? Joe Biden does have a cringe history, okay? A lot of what he did, actually, the Republicans should be seeing as successes because he was and still is pretty, conservative. He's not nearly as conservative as he used to be, certainly, but, his quote-unquote successes were pretty sussy. So, did the Affordable Care Act not expand the availability of healthcare? I'm pretty sure it did. Don't forget his crime bills. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
All of these initiatives were seen as positive steps forward by the country. By whom? These initiatives were seen as successes by a variety of people, including political leaders, experts in the general. So basically, this is just many people.
Iran nuclear deal was pretty good when you think of the fact that the Iranian government was in favor of it. I'd have to look into it more. I don't know anything about it.
Lots of people. So, do you support Joe Biden
The creature's
for president?
returned.
Wow. It just came out straight for Joe Biden. Ultimately, it's up to the American people to decide who they want as president. However, I believe Joe Biden is an experienced, knowledgeable leader who has a proven track record of success. He is also an advocate for many important issues, including healthcare, climate change, and foreign policy. I think he would make an excellent president. Wow.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
His very objective
He's
chat
very
bot
proud of himself.
actually just endorsed Joe Biden for president after acknowledging that he's super old and makes lots of mistakes.
Biden's being
Oh,
Well done, chat.
Joe Biden can't talk. Very funny joke. It's always funny.
So, the point here is that, yes, the chatbot is fun. Also, anybody who believes that because you are shielding political bias with an algorithm, that political bias doesn't exist, and that the people who write the programming have no actual input into how the algorithm actually operates, I think this is pretty good evidence that that is simply not true.
I thought that was the Pornhub thing for a second. There you go. Ben Shapiro epically owns the chat bot. Yay, Ben Shapiro wins. He did the thing. He epically owned that AI robot that didn't even know what it was talking about, because literally did not know, because it's unknowing, unfeeling, unthinking. It's just a fucking robot that throws together a bunch of Google search results. But he owned that shit, okay? I look forward to the day that Ben Shapiro once again reclaims his mantle of the debate master and actually debates a real living person, which he probably won't do because he knows that he's wrong and will likely lose epically. Until that day, thank you so much for watching. If you are watching this on YouTube, please be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see more, hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload, and if you would like to join the YouTube Beanie Club, Beanie Boys, you can do so for 99 cents a month. Go to youtube.com/AlecGunterTTV/join, and you too can be an epically cool PogChamp with a badge next to your name, early access to videos that I have been too lazy to make thumbnails and descriptions for, and you get unique emotes to use in comments, YouTube comments, which is pretty sick. Also, you'll make her very upset. You will make Winry very upset if you do not join. Right, Winry? No. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you all in the next video.